Welcome back to the shop, everybody. Well, today I am going to be opening up a couple of packages that I've had sitting around here for a while. This is wood that I got at auction, and it's been long enough where honestly I don't remember what I got. I remember it was beautiful, and I'm so excited to get this stuff. So I'm going to be just as surprised as you are. How about that? Um, I'm going to unbox. We're going to check the moisture. I'll spray it with some denatured alcohol. We'll see what the grain is. And I'll tell you what I'm going to be making with this once I'm reminded what I bought. So let's hang out for a little bit. I'm going to pan down and let's get into it. Well, both of these packages came from a very trusted source of mine. He does great work, and he actually does a lot of the logging himself. He's got a vacuum kiln and does all the cutting. So I've never been disappointed with what I've got. Oh, yeah. I remember this piece. Check this out. Okay, so I believe that is maple burl, yeah. And let's just check for giggles. I'm using my little two-pronged moisture meter. It says low, and though this isn't the most accurate piece of kit around, if it says low, I'm buying in. Let's take a look. Come on, baby. There we go. Wow. Yeah, that is just fabulous. And I know what I'm going to do with this. So let's set this aside for a minute, and I'll walk you through and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Now, my second package, I'm kind of thinking maybe it was Buckeye Burl, but we'll find out in just a second. With that maple burl, it's just gorgeous. Let's see. It's a 2x4. No, it is Buckeye Burl. It's one of my favorite woods for cross making. Check this out. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. If I recall correctly, this is the bluing and the grays and sometimes even oranges. It's caused by like a fungus. So the flat edges don't help me at all for what I'm going to be doing with this, but I love this crazy burl. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and get one of my templates and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. Look at the color on this. Wow, even the orangish reddish stuff is popping. This is a magnificent piece of wood. Yeah, both sides are absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, I'm just about out of denatured alcohol. There we go. Man, that is so cool. Okay, let me get my template, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this stuff. All right, so what am I going to do with this stuff? I'm going to make crosses like this. I've got small sizes like this and larger sizes, and I use a template, clear template. I have these available in my shop in a couple of different varieties and sizes. And what I do is I go ahead and I lay out where I can maximize my wood and have something that's just so beautiful. Somebody's going to want to buy this no matter what. And the cool thing is, as you can see, like this is a thin cross. This hasn't been finished on the bottom yet, but it's a thin cross. And so I can actually resaw these pieces. Looks like it's about an inch to me, maybe even a hair more. No, it's exactly an inch. Yeah, so I can resaw that and double the amount of wood that I can get, and that increases my profit margin dramatically. I paid, I believe, about $100 for this piece of wood, so it does come dearly. But you know, when you compare it to boring wood, and I've said this many times, you've got fantastic looking wood here, or you can get something really blah, and people aren't going to buy that, but they will spend some hard-earned money getting something so magical. So there you have it. Now with this piece, I'm also going to be doing crosses, and obviously I won't be able to get as much out of it. Let's see what the thickness is. This one's an inch and a quarter, so that's going to work out perfectly. I'll resaw this one again as well. And this one I'll be using some small chunks. Now I had mentioned that the flat edge doesn't benefit me because if I lay out across like this, that edge absolutely sucks. So what I can do on some of these pieces is use my Dremel tool and shape the heck out of that wood to make it as natural looking, like live edge looking as possible. So there you go. Totally loving that. All right. Well, I guess we should talk about my next project, which actually does involve a 2x4 or 7. Well, if you've been following me around for a while, you know I don't use 2x4s, but I'm going to make an exception because I'm going to be doing something that's pretty darn cool. Uh, See that there? So this is a flag, and it's actually got waves in it, like the flag is blowing in the wind. And I'm going to be doing some power carving, Dremel tooling, and it's going to be some new stuff for me. I've never power carved, but I'm super excited to try it. So stay tuned for that. Just started filming, and I should get this done fairly soon. So, all right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you following along. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Hit the bell. You'll get all of my notifications, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you hanging out with me.